Howdy guys, and welcome to Warlord Wednesday, and today we're going to be looking at the Panzer IV Battle Ready pre-painted tank. Now there's 4 in the series so far. You've got a Sherman, Cromwell and a Russian tank, which I can never remember the name of, and I'm going to say I'm really excited about this. Now I get asked all the time about well, I get questions from people that are a little bit insecure in their painting skills, asking for tips and tricks and stuff like that, and to help them through stuff. And I also get like people that I talk to that sort of say to me, you know, oh, I wish I could paint like this and paint like that. And sometimes I tend to find that, you know, it's just those little techniques and tips that they don't have yet that stops them from getting what they want. But there's an alternative to that now, which I'm really impressed with. And I've got to say, I've seen the Sherman, and the Sherman was amazing. But today we've got the Panzer IV. And the nice thing about the Panzer IV is we're going to be blown away by the picture I'm looking at online. It just looked phenomenal. So let's pop this bad boy open. Straight away it comes in a lovely padded foam box, cardboard box. So you know what, if you're starting to collect these just as a collection piece, you've got a nice box to store stuff in. And not only that, you get an extra box to put extra bits and pieces in there when you're traveling around to go to your games. So that's a nice little feature in itself. I like the idea of the foam padding. Now let's get this bad boy out. So what we've got an aerial that's all painted up and in a nice little sealed bag so you don't lose it. Let's put that to the side. You get the hull and you get a turret. Now let's move this box out of the gameplay. Let's move it out of the way so we can't see it. Okay, so what have we got in front of us? Well, here's our 3 items. Let's get it. Oh my good God. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's the turret. Straight away, it looks amazing. Let's get the, oh my God, the hull just looks brilliant. I mean, you can't, that is just really nice. Okay, so let's move all this plastic out of the way, bubble wrap, sorry. Okay, so you can see just by the colours alone, it is something else. I mean, beautiful greens mixed with the browns and stuff like that, and the light olive green as well. Just looks so cool. I mean, you can see that on the camera, and it's even got like you know, the German insignia, and it's even faded down the bottom with a bit of weathering from the tracks up, so it sort of fades out towards the top. So we've got the dirty tracks around there. Absolutely amazing. Do you know what? I mean, the Sherman looked really good, but this just looks, the camouflage in this is just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so what I like about this straight away, and I'm going to sort of say straight away, I like this because it's a nice alternative for people that really can't paint that well, who are insecure in their own painting skills, but just want to play the game and have fun and have something to show off with their friends, sort of thing. And straight away, this is just magnificent. Even if you're like a real fan of the Bolt Action series, just collecting them and just having them, maybe put them on a wooden plaque and stuff like that. I've got a friend that I built a Tiger for, which I put on a little plaque with a bit of scenery and I made it into a diorama for him, just so he can have it on his desk. So something like this, straight away, is absolutely beautiful. I'm really impressed. I am really impressed with it. I mean, it's I don't know if it's part of the plastic kits or it's a separate piece altogether, but the detail and everything seems very similar. Okay, so let's size it up to a plastic Cromwell. This is just the standard Cromwell that you can buy from Warlord Games, and I've got to say, I'm looking at it, it kind of looks a lot better than my paint job. I've got to say that looks really nice. You know, and it captures all the plastic detail perfectly. I mean, I wish I had a Panzer to put up against it that isn't painted. I haven't got one that's well, I haven't really got one at the moment, it's not here, but I've got to say that is really nice. And putting it next to a plastic kit, you're really not going to have any trouble. You know, let's stick it up next to a Mini. I kind of think that looks really good. The size is good. You know, it seems very similar to the plastic Bolt Action kit. The only difference is it's painted nicely. Well, it's pre-painted. There's a little bit of dry brushing to it. and there's a whole host of other things you could possibly do to it. So I think we're going to have to do a video where we play around with this and weather it up and do some bits and pieces to it. Maybe, you know, add some more effects to it and stuff like that, because, you know, that is beautiful. We could even paint up the tracks, you know, do some dirtying down as well. Maybe add a little bit of chipping to it. I mean, there's a lot of chipping on this model here and there. And it straight away, I mean, you can see it all around there. It just looks beautiful. Okay, so we're going to be looking at this a little bit later on. We're going to come back to this and in another video, and we're going to do some weathering on this, because I think this deserves to be played around with and see what we can do with it as well. So guys, you be good, you be safe. I'm going to see you next week when we look at the board. You take care, guys.